Hello there. I wanted to include a little bit of what I was doing because when I actually start recording today's video, I was very, very rushed. I think it was due to a lot of mental work I've been doing in the last few hours. And also a little bit of bad light today because it's a bit later in the afternoon. Usually I record these videos a bit like earlier, but today was a little bit darker day. It was raining, and so the light is, I don't know, I think it's a little bit worse than usual. So I wanted to rush with the video, and I just realized that that kind of misses the point of what I'm trying to do here. And today I wanted to talk about the new old friend that I included into my practice, which I guess it was obvious because I started with it at the beginning of the video. So the breath work, that's what I'm talking about. Yesterday, I realized that the breath work is essential part of what I'm trying to do here, make myself more aware, ergo this challenge. And I don't know how I managed to forget about it. And here it is. Besides the emotional work that I mentioned and grounding, in a sense of being in touch with uh, being in touch with earth and water, walking barefoot. I and a lot of research in diet and genes I've been doing again. It's funny how almost like you forget the good things. But anyway, I'm starting to remember again how important it is. And the funny thing is that it arose like naturally. I didn't have to think about it. It just came to me. Granted that I was watching videos and studying things again around health and trying to resolve some digestion issues I had recently. Um, the foundation of the good health that enhances my meditation practice became apparent. So I started doing it more. And yesterday I had like a bit of more breath work done. And today I'll do more. Now I just did a little bit to kind of calm down for the video. And it's funny thing that when you do the breath work, the meditative practice, the state just happens. You know, your brain is all oxygenized, your body, and oxygen is your friend. So is earth and sun. So these things became apparent, and I wanted to include them in my practice and report about it to enhance everything that I'm doing. Can't stop burping today. And on top of that, like very foundational health stuff, I another thing came to my mind. Namely, I didn't say, but this challenge was also due to my financial situation where I could not figure out what to do because my sources of income have been drained and I'm gonna have to start something new. And basically, for a while, it was about, you know, finding some sort of online business, something to do, this typical drop shipping and everything. And I noticed that I didn't want to do it. And I just didn't feel right. So I was thinking additionally, what would feel right that would simultaneously make me do something that I already enjoy doing and would not be focused on the money. So even if I don't make money, I still enjoy it, but could potentially provide for me so I can take care of myself, even from the very basic needs of shelter and food. And I've noticed how poorly I've been living um, for quite a while now. I haven't found a way out. And yes, I'm being quite personal here. I because I said I'm going to be transparent, so that is just what's happening. And anyway, this challenge was also part of that. So that doing something I enjoy, increasing my awareness and bringing me closer to providing for myself, continue to provide for myself, because now I've been living kind of like on the very basic, I don't know how it looks like, but yeah, I mean, I guess you can see, so you don't see surroundings, but yeah, basically I've been living quite on the low end of survival. And it didn't used to be like that. But I used to also do things that I found out later on that I don't really enjoy. But at least income was there. And this is not here anymore. And this channel was also a part to lead me to find functionable solutions to deal with this major issue, what I've seen in the last decade, pretty much. So a long time. And these things used to be natural for me, but I kind of got lost and lost my way, and I have not found the answers that would be satisfactory, because I look at everybody and everybody's chasing something, trying to push sales, and it's all about sales. It's attention economy. Oh, just try to convince everybody, So I see a lot of, I'm not saying that all, everything is directed into profit and making, getting more audience. That's the main thing in whatever way, getting more. So, because you want more customers, you want more people, you want to influence more people. It's all about that when I look around, especially when people that are making money, you know. And for me, there was a lot of deceit as well there, and a lot of forgetting about people that maybe have not found the way. And I've seen that the focus, a lot of people is just profit and making myself better, and then they put themselves on this pedestal, and then they gather up with their buddies, but and they do something. Sometimes, everybody will do something for the poor, but when you look at it, well, look at how many poor people is still around, and my vision was always like, when I had the money, I like to just give, not, you have to be also, I feel like, careful who you give to, but people that deserve it. I could talk a lot about this, but at some point you just sense it, because somebody, if you you know, if you don't connect them to their own power, that they are able to make money, uh, they, even if you give them, it will not work. If you give them free money. But some people, I look around, even animals and people, they just like, they could just use something, some people could use, even like, some people very little, even like $100 they makes their day. But if you make thousand or even or $10,000, it can change people's lives. And I've seen all these millionaires, they don't really do, they have their justification. I can talk about that, but not here now. But they don't do it, or they do it for the, because it's good to give. They know it's a good giving energy. They give to then report about it, but they don't give, which I feel like is a deeper reason, you know. They forget about how it is when you were not successful and things were rough, and that some people maybe don't have the mind conditioning that they had that enables them to make it, even if there was struggle, and they forget about that, and they don't give in a way that means like, I'm helping my brother or sister just because is the right thing to do. That I haven't seen much. I would I am like that. For me, it's natural, not because I'm such a great person, because I have my own personal story why this is so. But at the same time, I feel like it's the right thing to do. No knowledge and no ways of help should be hidden just because you don't have money. Uh, there is this thing, that they say like people don't value if they don't pay for it. When I explore this further, it's not all there is. There's more to the story. Yeah, this is true, but then there's other things. And you know, sometimes these people say like, well, even if I would help them, it would not help them. But I beg to differ. And I'll use the Tony Robbins story, where I don't know if you know who Tony Robbins is. I guess I don't know. For those the ones that don't, he's a motivational speaker, and he really made it. He helps a lot of people. He's like, I don't know, probably is close to a billionaire now. Definitely his wealth is, he has everything he needs. Um, and his whole journey, as I look into it, um, was one stranger coming to their door when there was Thanksgiving time, and bring them a basket of food, like goodies for the Thanksgiving. And what that did is like it changed his perception, belief, I would think, from the world, that there is good there. There is somebody who cares. And this is so important, because if you have this belief, you want to get involved, you want to get engaged, then all you need is just like a little bit of like belief in yourself, and you can make it, like he did. And for that reasons, many other people are benefiting from that. So I really like this story, and I really believe that that's how it should be, and yet it's not, for many reasons. um and it tells me, how different could lives be from for people when they would do things that they enjoy, but sometimes could use a little bit of help. Because another thing I remember now, that I want to put it into the story, that you know a person caught, let's say, in the desert for days. I don't even know how long you can last, but let's say that you're been there for long enough for your body to be depleted. They're not going to be thinking about self-actualization. They're not going to be thinking about money. All they could be thinking is water. Hydration. What is immediate thing? And if your immediate thing is water, what do you think it's going to do about all the other thoughts? And why I'm saying this, because a lot of people live below the basic means, and they have not been provided for them to satisfy the basic needs. So how are they going to go and be successful in something else? There are some people, when you have certain conditioning, that can even motivate you, but not if you really, it can motivate to make a decision. I'm going to make it, But let's say that you're like, you haven't eaten, you have been sleep deprived, Yeah, some people are like that, that will catapult them into awareness. Oh, I should do something, But a lot of people, they will just not, they will get comfortable with it, and they will just, with the belief they cannot do anything, maybe bad parenthood or whatever, they will not make it. And I think it's a shame, because they don't need much. They just need to see that it's possible, you know. And if somebody helps them see that, with some help, with some care, it changes everything. And why I'm mentioning care, this care I keep mentioning, if it's noticeable, is because even when with a human, any kind of being is born, what they need, or especially let's focus on humans, is a lot of nurture. Why? Because with the nurture, care, love, however you want to put it, you start to grow in power, and literally your brain, your body starts developing, like from that. You need the touch. I didn't know this before. You need the touch, you need the eye contact, you need these things that I thought it's not so, it's not crucial, but you need it, and you need protection. Because what happens then in your system is that you start to, like, calm down. And then what happens, when, especially when you're a child, when it comes down, naturally this curiosity to expand happens. And when this happens, you start to develop interests into things. And with a little bit of belief of yourself, parenthood has been good, you start to put your energy into something, and you start to grow it. And you start to maybe enjoy it, or even make it work. And then later on in your life, by developing skills for doing this, you'll be able to share these skills, and in return create energy, money that can provide for all of the other needs, enhance your life, make you bigger if you want to, reach more people, if you're doing the right thing. So if this nurturing care that I'm mentioning is not done, it creates problems. This natural expansion that would usually happen does not happen. And you always keep referring back to the basic needs that are not satisfied. Some people, we are so far away from them that you don't even know what they are. You'll just feel like this unfulfillment, or for some people, it's very basic, the food, So if you don't reading the right foods as well, your neurochemistry is not going to work well, and your emotional brain is going to be affected, and then and thinking brain, and then how are you going to produce something from that? So it takes quite some, effort, luck, something to start to figure out these things. So that's why I took it back to the basics, because I saw like this, nothing was motivating me, and I don't know, like, what the hell should I do? Everybody's chasing this money and attention, and I don't know. I don't know. I just cannot relate to it so much, Like, is that really what? That's it, And I don't know. I intuitively know that's not it, I don't know how I know. I just know. I don't know. I guess maybe many people know, but definitely some people don't. I definitely, when I had money, I remember how I forgot about a lot of things, and was always talking like I'm on a high horse. Well, guess what? I have fallen from this horse and realized that there was no horse anyway. So I had to start from the beginning, like now that I'm older. And I would like to say that yeah, it's not easy. I don't know where this is gonna take me. Um, but it took for me quite a lot of digging to find some sort of reason to do things, and that's why I'm doing this. And even though there's also parts of me that like doesn't believe in me, I would like to more include the parts that do believe in me and know that there's a lot of good stuff I can bring into this world that is needed. And also some people that I see and I meet, they have similar genuine intentions because they care. They really care. And sometimes I see like even some of the more influential people, but they're not that obvious. The most obvious they are, just enhancing their own self and their own narrow group or people around like them. Most of them people are like that. But there are some that I've seen like they just want to, like I don't know, spread the love, and they really care. And I'm excited if people like that will start to come forward and be rewarded also with money, because in this world, in this physical reality, you need money, you need power. I mean, you're powerful and money is equivalent, but not powerful in this like money sense. I don't know if you know what I mean, like in because if you're internally powerful, meaning you're also compassionate, you care for your fellow human being, that for me is power. Not when you're just hoarding money for yourself and your narrow group. That's cowardice, and greed. So I mean true power. And that leads to a more sensible world, um, and more connection, between us all. So to recap today, I was mentioning I added few things, the main one being breath. And this story that I was just going left and right, I hope it made sense. And it was actually a prerequisite for me to say that I will be soon, not yet, I will see, at another thing, which is intention to provide for these basic needs for myself. And I will put more attention into, let's call it abundance principle. Uh, and I'm looking forward to, I was just listening to some guy that talking about how you change. You have to become different when you are in this compassionately powerful state. And providing for yourself. I don't know yet in what way things will happen, but I'm gonna kind of trust the process, and I will set the intention to take care of this part of my life, because it really then I've seen like with the lack of money or like personal power, I guess they're connected. You cannot even reach people, and you cannot introduce your own values and point of view into the world that really needs it, because focuses people, most of the people focus, I believe in, like I said, I don't know, I guess it's money, power, influence, but not true power. And this has to change if we are meant to stay around a little bit longer. um so these things I'll be adding into, and I'll talk about them more. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of like getting back into the research mode and finding things, and then also implementing things. So I try to do things that I say. Even sometimes, now that I have more things in my head to act on. Obviously, the foundation is meditation. I have to go back to it, so I don't go astray, because all these things, all these good things came from me really contemplating, sitting down with myself and contemplating, instead of just being caught in the mind and daily activities. So wow, so I think I didn't even expect I'm going to record so much. Wow. Maybe I just like talking. So anyway, that I think I was longer again today. Nevertheless, this is what I had to say. Um, and yeah, looking forward to another day and what comes up. And yeah, let me know what's up with you as well, whoever is watching this, where you are at, what are you interested in. So have a good day, and yeah, see you soon.